Well, you can see the amount of particles of dirt that are in this panel. This is the lower half of the driver's door, and also the finish is very orange peely, but there's lots and lots of dirt particles to deal with. But I have to say that the door down here does look quite flat. So a lot more flatting, and particularly getting the dirt out of it. So looks like got quite a bit of flatting to do here now. But that's only the same as every other day for the last month. Right, let's get on with it. I've finished flatting the door using 2000, 2500 and then 3000 grit, and to just check I've took it far enough, I've just done a first cut on this section of the door. I think it needs a little bit more flatting, so I'm just going to go over it again with 3000 grit and see if I can take a few of them imperfections out. But it's all looking good so far, so I'll just keep at it. See you later. Just give you a quick view of how the door's coming along. The middle section I've given 2 stages of polish so that I can see how much orange peel I'm leaving. I probably could get the door dead flat, but then it wouldn't match the other panels around it, so I have to stop somewhere. I'm going to have a good look and see if there's anywhere needs revisiting, but at the moment I'm just flatting the lower section of the door. I've just finished doing the sill, and that looks nice. So I've got the bottom of the door to carry on flatting, and then once that's polished I'll have a look at the whole thing and see if there's anywhere that me and the flatting paper need to revisit. But gloss level wise it's looking pretty good. I just wish the whole car had more paint and I could have got it flat, but the panel work isn't quite good enough to get a wobble free finish. So I'm taking it a fair way, and the results are good. So it's just knowing when to stop really. But I'm pleased. I've got all the bits of dirt out. There's none of them left. There just might be a little bit more orange peel in places that I might want to take out, but we'll have a look. Right, so I'm going to carry on flatting this lower part of the door, and so I can get on and polish that. I'll see you in a bit. Well, just the finishing stages to go. Just get rid of some of the marring from wiping down, but really pleased with the outcome. So tomorrow I'll do the finishing on it and then move on to the front wing. Let's have a look, see if we can see what the difference is. And there you have it. Just some finishing to do and then moving on tomorrow. Right, today I'm moving on to the front wing. Now, I'll see if I can just show. If you can see in the top of this wing, as I move the light up the wing, you'll see there is quite a bad scar that runs for about 14 inches up the wing, all the way up. You can still see it disrupted. That's probably a better view of it. It runs all the way up the wing, so I'm going to try my best to block that out of it. See if I can get rid of it, because it continues right the way down, and it's quite a long stretch down the wing. So that's one of the faults, plus there's some really deep scratches to take care of, and they're not showing up very well. Great camera skills from myself as usual, but of course we've got you know, more defects running down the wing and some very dry paint work to do with, and a lot of orange peel. But we got most of it out of the door. The line's a bit wavy because the panel work's not the best, but it does look a million times better. And so now we're going to get the wing sorted out, and then I'm going to move on to the front spoiler and the associated metal parts that go around the bumpers and the behind the grille. But today I'm going to be on this, so I'll show some progress as we get there and see if we can get this big scar out first. Right, so I'm going to get on with it, and I'll see you all later. I just thought I'd show, I'm up to the 3000 grit stage of the flatting on this wing, but the top of this wing has previously already been polished to death, so I'm going to be very, very light on the top of it when I come to the top. But this, where the scar run down here, apart from a little dink, it appears that I've got it all out, and I need to make sure that this lower part, that I get rid of the orange peel that runs down to the swage line here. So although I've been working my way down this, I thought I'd just show you the process that I use. I've taken the line off so that I can't hit the swage line, and basically I just use a crosshatch, going up and down into the swage line to make sure that I get the orange peel out down to the line without breaking through. And I'll just continue until I've got all the heavier flatting marks out that I've done in the two previous flatting process. Keep wiping down, having a look until I'm happy that I'm getting deep enough in to get rid of the orange peel. It's, I can't really show you on the camera, but right in the edge is where it's got a line. Now this is all flat, you can see the orange peel along the line, so I'm trying to get deep into that tape to cut that out, so that when I polish it and take the tape off, it all blends into the swage line Then I'll just run some 3000 grit with my finger down the swage line and then tape it up again to do the bottom half. I just thought I'd give you a quick view of what I do to try and get down into that line. Not going to bore you by leaving you there for an hour while I'm doing it, but I'll see you a bit later when I start the polishing process. That's just showing the first stages of cutting out the flattening marks that I've put in, and I'm using a 3-inch mop with a Chemical Guys wool microfiber pad, and it'll take 3 or 4 sets really to get rid of the flattening marks, even though they're down to 3000. I would have normally kept that set going a bit longer, but because I'm filming, I don't want you sitting there just getting bored. But that's the process. We'll keep going up and down until we get rid of the flattening marks, and that's the first stage. Then we'll do a medium cut, probably with a foam pad, which will take out the marks off the wool pad, and then we'll use a really fine pad on a soft head foam to do the finishing. So it's not a quick process by any means, but it's the results that matter. So I'm going to crack on and get this done, and I hope that, you know, it's a bit informative so you can see actually how we achieve a finish on a panel that's obviously been flatted. So thanks for watching all these, appreciate it. I wouldn't bother filming if nobody was watching it, so I'm trying to get better at the filming, and I hope that I'll get there in the end, but at least you can see the process. Let me know what you think. The comments are always good, good or bad, I'll answer them. So I'll see you soon. Firstly, I'd like to show you the sort of difference that we've now got on the top of the wing compared to the lower part of the wing, which I haven't done yet. And we move up into the top half of the wing, and as you can see, apart from a little low in the back corner of the wing, we've got a cracking result. I've lightly nibbed the top of the wing and polished that as well, and that's looking nice. But in an earlier video I mentioned about panel matching and why I always leave about 3 inches at the edges of each panel. Now, as you can see, the sharpness here isn't as sharp as that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reflat this section of the door so that that light will be the same width as that one. So this is why, although I have flatted it, I never flat it all the way down. This wing, because of the scar that run across there, I've had to do a lot of flatting on it, so it actually looks flatter than this panel. So now I've got to make this panel look like that one. So depending on how far I have to go, but really it's this section of the door I need to match as it comes across, and then it won't look odd. So you can see there's still a little bit of peel that I can get out here, and that'll sharpen it up, and then it should all match. So before I crack on with the bottom half of the wing, I'm going to work on this part now and get that looking like that. But it's a result, you know, I mean, apart from that little dent there, it looks great, but the dents won't be noticeable when the car's down on the ground. So it's took just over 4 hours really to get that like that, but you have to agree it's 4 hours well spent. It's had 2 stages of polish now, and you know, once I start polishing this side up again, I'll do the finish polishing across both of them. I'll mask the mirror off so that I don't touch it with any flatting paper, and then we'll be on this section with plenty to do there. Right then, let's crack on. Well, I wasn't quite as happy as I could be with some of the marks in this wing, so I am in the middle of reflatting part of it, because there's still some light distortion on the lower part. When I've dropped the car down, it just stuck out like a sore thumb, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to flat it all out again. But it should be alright when I've done that. When the car's in the air, it looked perfect. But you drop it down and look at it from a different angle, you see different things. So rather than leave it, I've gone back. I have flatted the door, as I said I was gonna. And then I looked at it and thought, no, that's got to be better. So I'm going back onto that. You can actually see the ripples just down there. Right, get back at it. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit it now and enjoy the rest of the video. Well, I've got the wing is now where I want it to be. The door and the wing are as close as damn it to matching. The top of the wing, apart from some tiny marks here that I don't really want to rub down anymore. They are tiny though, but I can now start the bottom of the wing now. But it's now 20 to 4, and since it's my birthday, I'm going home. Spend some time with the wife and me animals. So I'll be back tomorrow. See you later, and thanks for watching.